want to take some time to highlight some key activities you will want to focus on in getting your business started. You will want to continuously practice these activities over and over as your skill set improves. Understand that activities equal results, and what we lack in skills we can make up in numbers. The getting started activities include the initial exposure, the follow-up, the power of three-way calls, and personal development. One of the activities that most people are uncomfortable and struggle with is contacting and exposing their prospect list to the Zija products and opportunity. Remember, everything we do in this business is duplicatable, so it's important to create some simple ways to invite people to look at the Zija opportunity. The number one misconception about this business is that we are in sales. Remember that people don't like to be sold, but they love to buy. We simply usher people to the Zija opportunity using the business tools we have in place. You see, we have every tool you can imagine to help you grow your business, including CDs, DVDs, sizzle calls, newsletters. We have pamphlets, brochures, websites, as well as webinars available for you as tools to grow your business. The goal when making an exposure is to simply create curiosity and then utilize one of the business tools to do the talking. You may be thinking, how do I create curiosity? And we'll get to that in just a minute. But first, let me tell you about the different types of markets you'll be exposing. First is the warm market. The warm market are individuals that you know extremely well, family, very close friends, the people who will attend your funeral, hopefully later than sooner. Second is the common market. These are individuals you know that you may see at sporting events, church, and so forth. And last is the cold market. These are individuals you don't know yet. Regardless of which market an individual fits in, you can create curiosity and get them to look at your Zija business every time if you expose properly. A minute ago I mentioned creating curiosity and letting the tools do the talking, so let's get back to that. I'm going to give you some curiosity lines that work extremely well when introducing someone to this opportunity. Remember, if you lead with the product, you will get customers, which is good, but if you lead with the business, you'll get builders, which is super good. One of the phrases I love is, if you could earn more money, would you? I've never had anyone tell me no when asking that question. You see, now their interest is piqued and they're ready for the next step in the exposure process. We will review the next step in a minute, but before we do, here are some other curiosity lines you may want to use in your Zija business. Do you keep your options open to making additional income? I have a business opportunity you may or may not be interested in, but it's worth your while to take a look. If you lost your job today, how long would you be able to sustain your current lifestyle? This gets them thinking about their current situation. If you didn't work for the next 30 days, how much money would you make? Most answers to this question is zero, none. They would make no money if they didn't go to work. If you could earn a full-time income on part-time hours from home, would you be interested? Do you know any sharp people who would be interested in earning six figures on part-time hours? I have a tremendous amount of respect for you and your success and would like your opinion on a business I started. You may or may not be interested. I sometimes use this exposure with people on what I call my chicken list. Individuals who are maybe above my pay grade or individuals I don't think would be interested. It's non-threatening, and because they have been edified, they will look at the information. So those are some ways to create curiosity to your business. What I want to do now is model for you an exposure in each type of market, warm, common, and cold. I've invited one of my business partners to help me model these exposures. This is a guy who in less than a year has went full-time in this business by following our training systems. Mr. Keltner, I don't want to steal your thunder, so before we model how to expose the different types of markets, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about your background and story with Zija International?
Well, thank you so much, Chris, and thank you for this opportunity to share. My background simply is in physical education and health. I have a physical education degree. I've been a school teacher for about 3 years in the public school system. I've also been a youth leader at church for a little over 2.5 years. I'm married to my lovely wife, Candace, and I have a young daughter now, so we have a tremendous family. When you think about my story with ZJ International, I have no prior network marketing experience. I've been involved with this company for less than a year and been able to make more part-time with ZJ than I was making full-time as a school teacher, which has allowed me to pursue this opportunity with ZJ International full-time simply because of the training and support inside of ZJ International.
Well, thanks so much, Mr. Keltner, and certainly continued success to you, and thanks so much for helping us today model proper exposures with the warm, common, and cold market. And so the first type of market we're going to model is with the warm market. This will be the market you will be starting with when you launch your business. So here's an example of a couple of warm market exposures. Hey, Jason, how's it going?
It's going pretty good, Chris.
Good deal. You know, Jason, we've known one another a long time. Let me ask you a question. If you could earn more money, would you?
I don't know who wouldn't want to earn more money if they could.
Me either, and you're right. You know, Jason, I have a business opportunity I would like for you to listen to on your way home. You may or may not be interested, but you may know some sharp people who would be. Could you do that for me?
Yeah, I can do that.
Great. I would like to know what you like about it because I'm moving fast with this. You know, they say timing is everything. How long will it take you to get home?
About 30 minutes.
Okay, great. I'm going to call you in about 30 minutes to see what you think about it.
Sounds good. Talk to you in a few.
In this exposure, I've created a sense of urgency, and I'm following up with him immediately to see where he is. This is another warm market exposure for someone you may be a little scared of in introducing to this opportunity. Hey, Jason.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Great. You know, Jason, I have a tremendous amount of respect for you and would like your opinion on a business I started. You may or may not be interested, but you may know some sharp people who would be.
I'd be happy to take a look at your business, Chris.
Well, thanks, Jason, and I know you like to read, so here's some literature on my business. When you think about your schedule tomorrow, when would be the best time to call, morning or afternoon?
I'm actually going to be tied up all day tomorrow. What about Thursday?
Okay, that's fine. Morning or afternoon better for you?
Let's do it in the morning.
Okay, let's say 8 or 9 work best?
Let's go with 9.
Sounds good. I'm going to call you at 9 a.m. on Thursday, and again, thanks so much, Jason. These are simple warm market exposures that anyone can do with a little practice. Now I want to move into a common market exposure. Hey, Jason, it's been a few months since I've seen you last. How's the family?
Family's doing great, Chris.
That's good to hear. Are you still youth pastor at your church?
Yes, I've been there for a little over a year now.
Good deal. I know you've been racing a lot lately. How's the race season going?
Well, the racing's going pretty good, but you know it's an expensive hobby.
So, Jason, if you could earn more money, you would?
Absolutely.
Great. You know, Jason, I have a business opportunity I'd like for you to take a look at.
What is that?
Well, Jason, I actually don't have time to talk right now, but I do have a CD for you to listen to on your way home. Can you do that?
Sure, I would love to.
Thanks, Jason. When would be a good time to see what you like about it?
Tomorrow would be good.
Okay, morning or afternoon better for you?
How about 9 a.m.?
Sounds good. I'll talk to you then. Thanks, Jason. That's an example of a common market exposure, someone that you know that you may or may not see very often. Now I want to take you into a cold market exposure, from not knowing them at all and moving them into a common market. Listen very carefully. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You from here?
Yeah, I live about 30 minutes from here.
Good deal. What's your name?
Jason, and you?
My name's Chris. What do you do for a living?
I'm actually a physical education teacher and a youth leader at my church. What do you do, Chris?
I'm glad you asked, Jason. I actually help people earn full-time income on part-time hours from home.
Really? What is that?
That's a very good question. Do you have about 4 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
I have something I want you to listen to. At this time, I'm going to plug Jason into our sizzle call featuring Mike Sims. It's about a 4-minute overview call that he's going to get to hear and listen to, and then I get immediate feedback as to what he likes. Jason, what'd you like about what you heard?
Chris, the opportunity sounds great. How can I get more information?
Jason, here's a CD for you to listen to on your way home. I'd like to touch base with you soon to see what you like best about the opportunity.
Sounds good.
Is tomorrow night a good time for you?
Yes. What about 8?
Yeah, that's perfect. I'll give you a call at 8 o'clock tomorrow, Jason.
Sounds great.
You see, in this exposure, we took Jason from cold market, someone I didn't know, to common market by just asking him a few basic questions and seeing where those questions led as far as exposing him to this particular opportunity. You can certainly create your own ways to expose, but the point is to keep it simple and to just create curiosity. That will take your prospect to the next step. The main thing in this business is making exposures. It's the name of the game. What we lack in skills in the beginning, we make up in numbers. The more you practice, the better you get. For every 10 people you expose correctly, the stats are that you're going to get 1 out of those 10 in the beginning of your Zija business. And so as your skill set improves, so will your numbers. Just remember, keep it simple, create curiosity, and use the tools in place for your success. The people you think will do this business sometimes will not, and the ones you think will not sometimes will. So never prejudge any individual to this opportunity. Now let's talk about the fortune of these activities, the fortune in this business, and that's in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up after making the initial exposure. You see, it doesn't matter how many people you expose to this opportunity if you never follow up with them. The follow-up should occur in a minimum of 24 to 48 hours. When you do your follow-up, there are just 3 basic questions that you're going to ask your potential business partner. Here they are. Number 1, did you get a chance to look at the information? This might be a CD or a newsletter, whatever tool that you like best. Number 2, what did you like best about the information you looked at? And then number 3, what questions do you have? And this is where you're going to introduce your business partner with a 3-way call that we're going to talk about here in just a few minutes. I'm now going to model for you how a follow-up works and how simple it really is. Hey Jason, Chris Estes.
Hey Chris.
Did you get a chance to listen to the CD on your way home?
Yes, I did.
Great. What did you like best about what you heard?
Sounds like a great product, but I'm really interested in the opportunity to earn additional income.
Me too. I certainly agree with you. It's a great opportunity and product is incredible. What questions do you have at this point that I can help you with?
Well, I really want to look at some more information, but my biggest question right now is about time. As you know, I'm extremely busy, and I'm not sure if I can swing doing anything extra.
Jason, I can certainly respect that, and one of the things I love about this opportunity is the support this company provides. In fact, I want to introduce you to one of my business partners who can certainly relate to you in being busy. Hold on 1 minute. And I want to pause right there for a minute because there are 3 simple questions you ask when doing a follow-up. The last part of the follow-up involves a 3-way call between you, your prospect, and one of your Powerline business partners. So I want to discuss what a 3-way call is and how to incorporate it into your follow-up. Understand that a 3-way call is one of the key ingredients in growing your business. Here are some key benefits to utilizing a 3-way call. Number 1, it allows you to learn the business and how a professional answers questions from a prospect. Number 2, it creates leverage for you, understanding that you don't have to have the answers for everything. Number 3, it shows your prospect that they will have support. And number 4, it creates duplication for your business, and your Powerline is able to edify you to your prospect. Some prerequisites for a 3-way call is giving your Powerline plenty of notice that you will need them. That this is best done via text message at least 30 minutes before your scheduled follow-up. If you don't have text messaging, then certainly give them a call. The second prerequisite is edifying your Powerline resource. This simply means telling your prospect some powerful attributes of your business partner. Some edification examples would be, let me introduce you to someone I have a tremendous amount of respect for. He is a dynamic leader and loves helping people. This is how you do a 3-way call with a prospect when following up. So let's rewind a bit, and I want to model the last part of the follow-up, putting in a 3-way call. Another business partner of mine will be assisting me with this 3-way call. This is a gentleman that has built a huge business in a short amount of time, Mr. Robbie Davis. Before we move into the 3-way call example, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about your background and success with Zija International?
I got started with Zija International about 6 months ago. I held my first PBR. We were able to get 6 or 7 people to come into the business as representatives, plugged into the simple duplicatable system that we have in place, and it allowed me to leverage my time. I'm a very busy individual, and I've used the system to help build a huge business. I was able to go bronze in 8 days. I was able to reach the level of gold executive in 30 days, and I attribute all this to the system that we have in place. And by plugging into that simple duplicatable system, you can grow your business on 5 to 10 hours a week.
Thank you so much, Mr. Davis, and certainly a continued success to you and the business that you're building here inside of Zija and AST International. So now we are going to show the follow-up leading into the three-way call?
Well, I really want to look at some more information, but my biggest question right now is about time. As you know, I'm extremely busy, and I'm not sure if I can swing doing anything extra.
Jason, I can certainly respect that, and one of the things I love about this opportunity is the support this company provides. In fact, I want to introduce you to one of my business partners who can certainly relate to being busy. Hold on 1 minute. Now I call my business partner to assist in helping with these questions. Mr. Davis, Chris Estes.
How you doing, Mr. Estes?
I'm doing fine. I want to thank you again for helping me here. This is a guy who just listened to the CD. He likes the product, specifically the opportunity, but he's not sure how much time he has. So touch a little bit on leverage, and I'm going to plug you into him right now.
That'd be great.
Mr. Keltner.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Keltner, I want to introduce you to one of my business partners, someone I have a tremendous amount of respect for. He's a dynamic leader and loves helping people, and that's my business partner and friend, Mr. Robbie Davis. Mr. Davis, I'm going to turn the call to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Estes. How you doing, Mr. Keltner?
I'm doing great, Mr. Davis.
I just want to let you know how fortunate you are to be working with Mr. Estes. He's one of the premier leaders in our organization. I understand that you have a couple of questions that you'd like for me to answer. It'll help me considerably if I could ask you a couple before we get started. It'll help me better answer your questions. Is that okay?
Sure, that'd be great.
The first thing I'd like to ask you is, on a scale from 1 to 10, where do you see your interest in ZJ International right now?
After the information that I've looked at so far, I can see myself being at about a 6 right now.
That's great. I can appreciate that, Mr. Keltner. I was about a 6 the first time I saw the information, too. Are there any questions that I could answer for you today that would help maybe raise your interest level to a 10 and be ready to get into the business today?
Well, I feel pretty comfortable with the product. The one question and concern I do have is time. I'm a very busy individual, and I'm not sure that I would have time to pursue this opportunity and be able to make an additional income.
I can appreciate that. That was one of my primary concerns when I was introduced to this opportunity as well. I can let you know what happened for me. I'm an extremely busy individual. My kids are involved in all kinds of youth sports. My wife's a coach. I'm a middle school coach. We're on the road all the time. And I can tell you that by leveraging your time through the leadership in this company, if you can give 5 to 10 hours a week to this company, you can build an incredible business. Is that something you think you'd be able to accomplish?
Yes, certainly. I can see myself plugging into something 5 to 10 hours a week through some spare time that I may have.
If you've got 5 or 10 hours a week to give to this business, you can build an incredible business by plugging into our simple, duplicatable system. Are there any other questions that I can answer for you, Mr. Keltner?
Mr. Davis, I thank you for your time. I believe you've really made me feel comfortable with this opportunity, and maybe you've opened my eyes to a little bit about the amount of time that I can invest and how I can make this opportunity work. I appreciate your time and appreciate you answering my questions.
Thank you, Mr. Keltner. One more thing before I go. You might get with Mr. Estes and plug into an opportunity call that we have tonight. He'll be happy to give you the number. And again, let me tell you, you're a very fortunate guy to be working with Mr. Estes. He'll do a great job. And if I can help you with any more questions, be sure and let me know.
Thank you, Mr. Davis.
Thanks so much, Mr. Davis. Have a great night.
Thank you, Mr. Estes.
Jason, you were a 6 before you spoke with Mr. Davis. Where do you see yourself now?
I would say I'm a solid 7 now. I know that time isn't going to be an issue, so thanks for plugging me into Mr. Davis. I would just like to look at some more information. Is there anything else I can look at?
Absolutely. In fact, Mr. Davis was touching on a minute ago, there's actually a live opportunity call tonight where you can get a powerful 25-minute overview of the product as well as the business opportunity and hear some testimonies about what's going on across North America with people who are consuming the product as well as having success with the business opportunity. How does that sound?
That sounds good. I will definitely get on the call.
Great. In fact, Jason, I'm going to call you a few minutes before the call, and I'll three-way you in. The lines get packed out, so I want to make sure you get to hear the information.
Great.
Talk to you in a bit. After the follow-up, keep them in play. Most people will need 4 to 5 exposures before they are ready. It's our job to lead them from one exposure to the next, always using a 3-way call to bridge them together. A 3-way call with a prospect is not the only 3-way call we use to leverage our time and show duplication. We have 2 other types of 3-way calls. In addition to a 3-way call with a prospect, we have a lifeline call. This is where you introduce your new business partner to your Powerline leadership. We also have a third-party confirmation call to increase the percentage for guests attending an event. My business partners and I are going to model the lifeline and confirmation call for you. This is an example of a lifeline call. Mr. Keltner?
Yes, sir.
I certainly want to congratulate you on joining ZJ International, and Our team here, we're excited about having you, and I want to show you the system and how to build your business. What I want to do right now is introduce you to some of your Powerline resources. The first individual I want to introduce you to is someone I certainly have a tremendous amount of respect for. He's a dynamic leader building a huge business across North America, and that's my business partner, Mr. Robbie Davis. Mr. Davis, have you joined us on the call?
Yes, I have, Mr. Estes.
I'm going to turn the call to you, sir.
Thank you very much. How you doing, Mr. Keltner?
Doing wonderful, Mr. Davis. How about yourself?
Great. I just wanted to take time to welcome you to the team, let you know that I'd be available for you anytime you need me. Make sure you get my number from Mr. Estes, and I'll be happy to help you at any time. I'd also like to share with you how lucky you are to attach yourself to Mr. Estes. He's one of the true leaders in our industry as well as our company. He's setting a trend within the company. His business is exploding. And basically, if you'll plug into Mr. Estes and do the things that he teaches you to do, you can't help but have an incredible business with Zija International.
Thank you so much, Mr. Davis. I appreciate that, and I'm excited, and I appreciate you allowing yourself to be available to me whenever I may need you.
Great. Just get my number from Mr. Estes. Anytime you need me, you give me a call, and I'll be happy to help you grow your business.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Mr. Davis. Now we will model a three-way call confirming a prospect to an event. Hey, Jason, I look forward to seeing you at the event on Saturday. The presenter is tremendous and earning some incredible income with this business opportunity.
Sounds great.
In fact, Jason, I was able to get this individual on the phone, and he is on the other line. Hold on, and I will plug him into you.
Okay.
Hey, Robbie, I want you to confirm my guest to the event on Saturday. He's on the other line right now. I certainly appreciate you taking time out of your day.
That's fine, Chris.
Mr. Keltner, I want to introduce you to the key presenter at the event on Saturday. He's someone I have a tremendous amount of respect for, earning a lot of money with this opportunity. He loves having fun and helping people. Mr. Davis, this is Jason Keltner, and at this time I want to turn the call to you, Mr. Davis.
Hey, Mr. Keltner.
Hey, Mr. Davis, how are you?
Great. I've heard a lot of good things about you, and I look forward to meeting you personally at the event on Saturday. Make sure Mr. Estes introduces you to me at the event.
Sounds great. I look forward to meeting you as well.
Thank you, Mr. Keltner.
Thank you.
Hey, Jason, I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. You'll certainly be intrigued by what you see and hear.
Sounds great.
See you then. Some things to remember as you get started with your business. It typically takes 4 to 5 exposures and follow-ups before someone is ready to get started. The three-way calls you have been trained on serves as a bridge from one exposure to the next. When someone is ready to enroll, you will use a hard copy application form, or you can use your back office to enroll them. I personally like to get a hard copy application first, then on my time, I plug them into the system in my back office. Certainly introduce your new business partner to their support team, which is your Powerline, and give them this Fast Start training CD. Encourage them to listen to this CD and review the team website within 24 hours. Follow up with them within 24 hours of enrolling and discuss their first 24-hour activities and help them develop a game plan. If you are also new to the business, you'll want to utilize your Powerline to help you with this as you learn the business. The last and most important piece of starting and maintaining your business is personal development. Understand that your income will never exceed who you are, so work on yourself more than the business. That doesn't mean you're going to lock yourself in your house and just read books, but you do want to develop a habit of daily personal development, even if it's reading just 10 pages every day. I want to give you several reading suggestions as you get your business started. The first is Your First Year in Network Marketing by Yarnell and Yarnell. This is a book that takes you through the ups and downs of your first year in this business. There's going to be peaks and valleys, and this book is going to help you develop and grow as you build your business. Some other suggested readings for you as you get started. The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. This is a wonderful book and talking about simple principles done consistently over a period of time, which leads you to success. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, and of course 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. The information you have listened to on this CD will give you a fast start in your Zija business. This CD can be utilized over and over again as you learn and build your business. Remember, activities equal results. Ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. You will be bad before you're good and good before you're great. So go out and practice these skills and have fun helping others build better health and wealth. My name is Chris Estes, and I've enjoyed helping you get started fast. I will either see you at the top or from the top.